make it smaller. Here we go. Transparency. What the? There we go. Can I move it? There we go. Like right there. Hell yeah. And then our duty list. I want to change our duty list. There we go. Save. And move it on over. Right there, that works for me. Alright. It's a little better. What do I gotta do now? You know what? I think the duty bars needs to be a little bigger. Just one. Like that. That should be good. Move it over a little bit. What about the save? Matter of fact, while I'm at it, let's get this mini-map down a little bit. Just 10%. That's all I need. Just give me 10%. Alright, I'm happy with that. Deliver the sword to Gilfred. I think all of my objectives take me out of here. Yep. Unless I'm a sneeze. Okay. Let's get it. Go to the North Shroud. Let's go north. We're gonna go north, I believe. North. If you didn't hear me, I said north. Oppo, oppo. If you came looking to hire a chocobo, Porter, I'm afraid I just disappointed you. Okay, whatever. Level 10, whatever. All the good stuff at level 10. Let's go ahead and talk to you, I guess. Edbert. Hello? I ain't seen your face around here before. It's my sworn duty to keep the peace in Hurst Mill and protect her from them as would do her people harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove ye can be trusted. Ours ain't a large community, and we've hardly any fighting folk, so there's always a need for battle-savvy types. What with all the beasties lurking hereabouts. As it happens, we've been suffering from an outbreak of midges of late. The buggers are driving our patrols to distraction. Now, if ye were to exterminate, say, half a dozen swarms, we'd know ye for a friend. Okay. I can kill some flies. No problem at all. I just gotta deliver this bag to this lady here. I suppose there's nothing to be done. What's that, young man? You have something for me? Yeah, I got this bag of stolen beans. Because this is an MMO. And then there's bags of beans that you need. My missing bags of moon toy beans? But how? You didn't track down those wretched Opa-Opos, did you? I had all but given up hope before you arrived. But with these beans, I can make enough Muntoy tonic for everyone in the Hurst Mill. As long as I have enough micro-chew leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored Muntoy tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. And do you know what? He drained the whole cup in one great gulp without making so much as a face. Okay. Yeah, your son's grown up. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, bum. Dum, ba-da-dum, bum. Oh boy. You got something else? Oh dear. If I'm to make this much Muntoy tonic, I'll need far more micro-chew leaflets. Young man, would you be so kind as to fetch me 4 leaflets from the micro-chews outside the hamlet? I'm whipping up a fresh batch of Muntoy tonic, you see. Oh, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know I always drink at least 1 cup a day. Alas, few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch the stuff, not unless you add micro-chew leaflets anyways. Apparently the taste and the smell are too distracting or some such nonsense. Oh, but listen to me prattling on like a Ishgardian priest. I shall stop talking and start stirring. Well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along and fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon, and it'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. Okay, I gotta get these leaves for this lady. Hello? Oh shit, I didn't mean to skip that. You haven't the faintest idea what a glimshroom is, do you? Glimshroom is the common name for a variety of fungus with a unique white phosphorescence. What did you say? A glowing mushroom? Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. There's a colony on the rock face in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first one you come across. the brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I would love to be able to harvest glimshrooms for myself, but there is the small matter of Ixali scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go then. Okay. A baddie wants mushrooms, she gets mushrooms, man. That's how we operate. First, we gotta get these microchews. Oh, in the swarms. It's been poisons. Level 10, that's a big deal. That is a big deal. Ooh, glimshrooms. Hell yeah. Hello? Don't you start fucking with me. Cut that shit out right now. One more swarm of midge. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Do not tell me this is your first visit to this shop. I shall update my register with your name. Okay, cool. So I can travel there now. Or here. You've done us a... Oh, shit. Oh, before you go, I've thought of something else you could do for us. Would you mind going to Hedge Tree and seeing that all's well? Since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with your holy presence, her holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of Ixal pecking around in her vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager. The freaking ambience is so ambient in this game. I think I'm getting too caught up in reading and character. If they were to lay their filthy hands on the Hedge Tree, well, it don't bear thinking about. So I'd be much obliged if you'd head southeast to the Hedge Tree and see that no harm has come to her. Oh, and if you chance to encounter any Ixal, send 'em packing. Be warned, though, the Birdman ain't like to to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go all prepared and keep your eyes peeled, alright? What's good, Star? What up, Star? Hey, Star. Yo, what up? Hedge tree, halleck tree, it's all the same, really. Little child just woke up and walked into the bathroom and is currently using it. The privy, we call it the privy. The loo. Some people call it the loo, I know that. I'm gonna have to mute. He's gonna ask me to lay with him or something, and I'm gonna tell him no. One second. He's going to our room, realizing that mom's not home. Yeah, Bubba. She's at school still, Bubba. guys, it's me. I'm back. I'm back. I mean, shit, I wouldn't mind that, actually. Just not streaming a bit of, like, you know, content. And, like, I know there's, like, YouTube, like, people react to movies and shows on YouTube, but they're, like, you gotta, like, edit them and stuff, and it's just, like, shit, you know? You know, it's like, shit, dude. Let's give this bitch her mushrooms that she wants. Also, he wants to know my thoughts. Yeah, it's a good show. Did you see my name on my character? He's got a spear. Yeah, it's fair. No big deal. I was gonna ask something, and then I just forgot. So here we are. Were you able to find my Glimshruth? Ah, would you look at that glow? Perfect. This will help me mix a potent remedy for the creeping death. To forestall the obvious question, the creeping death is a deadly plague that once ravaged the Hyrulean temple population of Gridania. Though it can now be cured through simple conjury, it doesn't hurt to have a ready supply of medicine. After all, out here in Hurstmill, we cannot always rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thank the matron for wandering adventurers, though. Thanks. Fix yourself now. Thank you. Do I like it? Tell him my experience. Her experience is... occasionally, it hasn't happened recently because I think it, we used to have fever dream sessions after D&D where like one night I told her the entire plot of The Last of Us Part 2, like from the beginning to the very end. We went through all of it, and before that I gave her my understanding of the entire Elden Ring lore. Yeah, we did both in one night, which that still, like when you told me that, that's where the legit fever dream, the name Fever Dream came from. Because I was like, I remember doing both of those, but there's no way it was the same night. But it was. Tilu was first. Okay, so we did Tilu and then we played it. And then I told you the entire plot of Tilu 2, and then we played it. But we did the same thing with Game of Thrones. Now, I tried. In my head, I was like, okay, I can get through the entire show just explaining it, and I could not. I think I got to maybe the end of the first season, but probably not, because there's just so many storylines. I told her that my favorite... Do you know my favorite character? Oh, you're back. Did you manage to find the microchew leaflets I asked for? Let's see. Yes, that's 4, all right. Ah, such a lovely scent. Now you gathered only the 4 I asked for and not one more, yes? The dad start. Oh, I know I shouldn't have to ask, but these days more and more people forget to take only what they need. If we're to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect life and remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful. Know the value of life and know the value of our time here in this world. It's not a Snow. It's not a Stark. That's what that's why if he's there with you, you're telling me to tell him your experience on Mad. I guess he's there with you. See if you can guess. It's not a Stark. It's not the little person. It is a Lannister. It's a Lannister. A Lannister. Oh, it's me, Mr. Lannister. Know the value of it? Yeah, that's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word. Nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain within the 12's wood, you must be ever mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and to the elementals. Bees is Tyrion, that's good. That's a Lannister. Not my favorite, though. The lady who likes her brother. That'd be Cersei Lannister. And that is not my favorite character. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be Gridanian. Why, just the other day, I caught him and his friends throwing Muntoy beans at each other. The Ardog or the mountain. The Ardog. Goodness. It's not the mountain. The Ardog. It's not Arya, she's a Stark. Ardog. Like Robb Stark? That's the only Ardog I can think of. Oh, the Hound? The Hound's up there. He for sure is up there, but no. Not the Hound. Needless. Okay, yeah, I get it. Your son. The door. It's not the door. I'll give you. And I'll tell you what. It's not. It's not the carpet either. It's not Brienne. You were really close. You're getting farther. Well, actually, I'd say you started off close. You got farther away, and right now you're pretty close with your latest guess. North Shroud Opos. Aquaman is not Khal Drogo. New. So far, incorrect on all accounts. It's not Batman. Not the Khaleesi. Nope. Did they fuck their sibling? Now that would be cheating. That's like a given away answer. Not Superman. Already guessed that. Yeah, I didn't give an answer. I didn't answer it though, so it could not be. The boy of the siblings. Yes. It is the boy of the siblings. some respect on it, if you don't mind. Jaime Lannister is the best character. Right up until the end of the show. That's not, there's no, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. I wouldn't read into it at all. But yeah, they did my boy. They did my boy dirty there at the end of the show, man. They waited until like the last 3 episodes of the entire show to ruin him. Hello, where's this guy? There you are. After the 3rd season? No. No, it was good. People say the last 2 seasons was where it really fell off. But like seasons 1, 2, I mean, there are some like super hardcore Game of Thrones fans that like, first of all, they don't like the show at all because it's, you don't need to ban them. It's fine. But I mean, I think like the 6th, I think there was 8 seasons. And like, I think the 6th season was really good. Like the last couple episodes of that show are like amazing, I think. Of that season, I mean. And really, I mean, there was parts of, I don't remember hating season 7. And then the last season, it was just like, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, man. Usually when it comes to things like creative decisions, I asked if it was a Lannister and you said no, so you cheated. I don't think I said no. I think I might have said, yeah, it's a Lannister. I said yes. We'll go back and watch the VOD later, but I think I said yes. But anyways, I don't like saying, like, critiquing shit like that because I don't know anything about it. But the guys that made the show, the TV show, were like huge Game of Thrones fans. Okay, like that's how they got the job, because they had lunch with George R.R. Martin, and he was like, okay, you all can have the rights, or however the hell that works, to make the show. But then they go and, because like famously he hasn't finished the books, the guy. Whenever I would get someone to watch Babylon 5, I would warn them the last season was a little weaker than the others, which is very quaint now in a post. Yeah, it's, the last season was a little weaker. Yeah, a little weaker doesn't cut it for Game of Thrones. But like, so he hasn't finished the books yet. So everybody says that in the show, everything leading up to where he hasn't finished the books is good, because for the most part, they kind of follow stories. There's like an insane amount of characters in the book, like named characters in the books, that they just couldn't. I mean, they could fit in a show if they, if they really wanted to, but you know, just to keep viewership of like the people that don't read the books, they had to make some cuts. So they're missing some like kind of important characters that are in the books, but up until where he has finished the books, the show was considered to be good, and then they had to basically write what they thought the endings of the books were going to be, and it wasn't very good. I remember that time George R. R. Martin asked Stephen King, "Don't you ever have trouble sitting down and writing?" And King was like, a little no. You can just imagine a copy of The Stand falling out of the sky and landing on George R. R. Martin. I saw a thing. I think I might have. It might have been the exact same thing where they were like on a stage talking, and George was like, "How the hell do you write all these books?" And it's like, okay, how did we? Oh, you and B are talking about it. That's how we got on this topic. But it's like you would think this when the show was out, when Game of Thrones was like popping, it was the show. Like not just like my show, like for me, but like the world. Okay, it was #1 most watched. And so you would think that when it comes to the last couple seasons, you're wrapping up this epic story with all of these characters, that you would want to like flesh it out. You would want to take your time and do it right. Seasons 1 through 6, I am pretty sure, maybe not 6, for sure seasons 1 through 5 had 10 episodes, okay, for each season. I think season 6 had 8, 7 had 7, and then 7, and then 8, the last season, where everything's gonna come to an end. You're gonna put a stamp on this story. Had 6 episodes. To quote Mike Stoklasa, Stephen King just goes crazy on a typewriter. Nobody stops him. And when I found out that there was only 6 episodes in the last season, that's the first time where I was like, okay, I'm nervous about how they're going to do this. Because going into the last season, the ending was not in sight. You know, if there was like one final battle, that's all that's left, and there were 6 episodes left, I'd be like, okay, I'd be a little more intrigued. But the ending was not in sight going into the last season. And then they're like, yeah, there's 6 episodes, and there's like, you know, hour and a half, you know, average for all of them. I'm like, damn, I don't see how it's gonna happen. Guess how long the audiobook for The Stand is? 69 hours. Slew an exile, did ye? Heh. Buddy birds will think twice for coming near our hamlet. The exile once dwelt in the Twelves Wood, you know. But long ago they woke the green wrath and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased when us Gradanians took their place here. In fact, it's none other than this resentment what kindled their hatred for us. Sadly not that nice. 47 hours, 50 minutes. Damn. But I expect I'm boring ye. By defending the hedge tree, you've once more proven yourself a friend to Hurstmill. If you can spare a moment, I ask you speak with the others in the hamlet. Many of us here could use a hand, and I can think of none better to assist them. Give me these leggings. Thank you. Hell yeah. Wait, was that right? The only audiobooks I ever really listened to were the Harry Potter books. And like the first book was like maybe 8.5 hours, and then it just went up from there. What do you want? Oh, hang on. I got a phone call. 1 second, y'all. Guys, I am gonna text the Mrs. what I want to eat, because we're partying all night. Also, Al, remember a little while ago you found out that I was not using an Ethernet cable. I got one, as you remember, and it was worse. It was worse. And then I read into it a little bit, and apparently the longer the Ethernet cable, and this makes sense, the longer the Ethernet cable, the more difficult it is to get it to like work. I guess it's just sending the freaking science through it all. I got a 10-foot one now, and I mean, we played Helldivers 2 and switched over to Night Rain, all without a hiccup in the stream. I never had to off and on it. And those are 2 multiplayer games with multiplayer. I was communicating to people, and it was great. And this has been running good. I mean, like, the quality could always be better, but like, I'm just happy that it's not glitching out every 5 minutes, having to turn off my PlayStation remote play, whatever it is. Anyway, 1 second. Jalapeno. There we go. All right. Any Hoosers, what do you want?
Pardon me, good sir. Might you be the adventurer of whom Edbert speaks so highly? If you could but spare a moment. I've never thought myself a popular girl, and men rarely give me cause to believe otherwise. Yet lately I've been the recipient of several gifts. Sparkling jewels and fine silks, over which a prouder maid than I would surely swoon. All from an anonymous admirer. Naturally I was flattered, but I knew nothing of my mysterious benefactor. And so I endeavored to seek him out, only to discover that he is none other than Aelbert, an infamous rogue wanted for countless robberies in Gridania. Oh man, this is getting spicy, man. I realize now that all of his presents were taken from others, and then I have unwittingly won the affections of a dangerous criminal. But that's not all. With his latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside of Hurst Mill, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. His penis. Oh, I am at a loss. I beg of you, good sir, will you not go in my stead? I wish only to be left in peace, but I fear man such as he may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. Okay, I guess I'll help you out. Let's go see what this nerd has to say. What his big gift is. What's his big old gift I'm hearing about? Level 50? Are you mad, bruv? Are you like a... You're not gonna attack me, are you? Waiting around. Get fricked. Damn, dude. I'm sorry I killed you. I don't know that we learned anything there, but all for naught. I give thanks that you're unarmed at least. A letter for me? Scented letter. My dearest Emeria, I pray this letter finds you well. Wait, I'm reading as him. I pray this letter finds you well. I know my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. Seeing you in the first of summer of your womanhood, chills. I could restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only of you these past many moons, of what gifts might bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not nearly enough. I long to live together with you in Hurst Mill, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I would give you a grand garden filled with the white chamomile you love so. But such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known and will never be forgiven. The most I can hope for is for you to know my heart. That would grant me a measure of peace, and so, if it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Aelbert. If that was Aelbert, he dead. Thank you for bringing me this letter, Farron. His most precious gift. I understand now. But how did he know my favorite flower? Is Aelbert... No, it can't be. Anyways, we must return the presents to their rightful owners. I know it will not erase this, Albert's sins, but perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me this final request, but could you go to Gridania and speak with a woman named Mayonne? I know her. You should find her in the Carline Canopy. Tell her that all that transpired here. Tell her all that. Yeah. She'll know what to do. Got it. I understand. And I do. And I do understand. Damn, so I guess we're done with this area. Hopefully.
Now this chocobo take me to where I want to go. Hell yeah, let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Hell yeah. Old Gridania. Welcome. Bum ba da doo da da doo deep da doo ba da ba da dee dee doo. The Chocobo theme will forever be goated, dude. Forever be goated. Just like me. Isn't that right, Huso? You get it. What up, dog? Oh shit. Disable the game action. Okay. What are we disabling? One person has ever used that. It might have been... Who was it? I don't remember who it was. I do know who it was. They don't really show up very much anymore. But... they used the points and said the thing. You didn't mean to do it? Oh, okay. That's fine then. You're just looking at him? Cool, cool, cool. There's something like... wasted 2,000 points. Well, I was going to say, like... people like Al and Star and Candy and John, I can only imagine how many points they got. Like, I know Star is in like the hundreds of thousands, rather. That's why I have one on there that's like 1 billion that just tells me to shut up and end the stream, and I would. If someone ever gets up that many points to do that, sure. A message from Emiria of Hirschmill, you say? But how you doing, man? How's it going? Sorry to call you out. I just noticed your name in the thing, and I was like, hey, it's Huso. Did you D&D tonight? We were supposed to. Then my brother kind of let us know he couldn't a couple hours before we were going to start. Finish the session? Nice. I see, O Albert, you fool. I'll deal with the stolen goods, worry not. Yes, I know of the boy and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he sold a handful of chamomile seeds from an influential merchant in the ebony stalls. You see, this boy had a sister, and chamomile was her favorite flower. Seeking only to make his sister happy, I doubt he grasped the gravity of his act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought... Yeah, I get you. Okay. And they know the truth. The sister Albert loved so dearly is Emiria. Weird. What was this? Damn, so is that Elbert that I killed in the forest? Because that'd be awkward. That would be awkward. She was too young to remember when Elbert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, word of the boy's banishment soon spread, and her parents were forced to move to Hurstmill to maintain the fiction. By now, she surely heard rumors of her long-lost brother, though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty. And whatever faint memories she once may have had are long gone. But Elbert has never forgotten Emeria, despite the danger. I suspect he now keeps close to Gridania, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. I'll send her some communicable seeds. By the way, thanks for helping us to recover stolen goods. Perhaps by these two. Oh, okay. Nice. New pants. New hempen K. Oh, God. New pants. Big baller. Big baller with the new pants. Okay. Is there any new stuff? Oh, yes, there is. I need to go to the Lancers Guild. I have a new Lancer quest. We might be able to D&D tomorrow. Maybe. If we do, it'll be last minute. Wait. Oh, shit. I thought I could go here. Maybe not. Oh, I should have looked first. Well, where do we gotta go now? Shroud, I guess. Slay the creatures at the collapsed pillars. Where are these collapsed pillars? Oh, this way. Both are that way. That's like that's a lot. Damn, bro. I gotta go this way. Gotta get another way to go. Haven't learned this area very well yet. I have 7 pieces of mail. What's in the mail? Where is the mail? The world may never know. Yeah, this way. The missus is bringing me Taco Bell. Ooh, I can't wait. She'll be home any minute. I'm gonna turn her up. Can I go out of here? What? Guys, come on. That's a little annoying. I can go out the other gate, but not this one. Welcome to the Knot. I don't feel about that name. Hey, this place here is called the Knot. Smells a little weird, but you get used to it. I was just wanting a vibey game. And like this game is so chill, dude. Like I haven't played it in a long time, but like the music and just the world, the color, it's colorful. It's not a difficult game. You can kind of shut your brain off and just get lost. If you wanna read the dialogue and get caught up in the story, do it. If not, don't worry about it. Just play the game. One of our patrols sent word that you had been spotted doing battle with enraged treants. I'm relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at Lifeman's Stump? I've had an sword on it. Keep an eye out for the misses. A sword in the stump and a dead Ixal. I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in the Beastmen's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? So you've finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalimo. Oh shit, I didn't mean to skip that. Like my wife's senses are going off. I know she's about to pull in. Let me see. She's not exactly about to pull in, no. Not quite. Not quite. Their garb may appear outlandish and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Damn, I missed the whole... I kind of wanted to know who they were. Indeed, they often assist the gods' quiver and the wooden whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Farron. That's my name. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. I will. I'll do my best. Hey, level 11. Eggs over Queasy is the name of this quest. Farron, injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chico population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Monranguin at Gilbert Spire. He will answer any queries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. Alright? Say less. I need to get down here. Here. I'm just gonna, yeah. Where did he tell me to go? I just didn't know if it was gonna be on the way or not. But I'll do this. I'll get these eggs, and I'm gonna make my way down to the green tier. Cause that's what I gotta do, man. Boy, bug. Give me your eggs. Give me your eggs. Yeah, I'm right here. I'll go back. It's our good friend Monranguin.
Ah, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that.
Here's these eggs.
It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest ye wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting a disease known as creeping death. Until relatively recently, I gotcha. Those bugs give you the creeping death. That's no good. Completed. What do you want? Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the conjurers. And as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hearer Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hearer Pauline at Gibbonose Boa? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records and surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of the cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you.
Alright, I will do this. Well, what do you want, Arnold? Oh, God's the pain. I caught a scurry of squirrels gnawing on the fences earlier, and I managed to drive them off, but not before they decided to gnaw on me instead. And now I'm the bloody mess you see before you. I vaguely recall last infrared great moves past. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I'll bring you a potion. I have one, actually. Oh, no. Here you go.
Thank the gods I owe you one, my friend. Here, I want you to have this. I had no idea squirrels could bite so hard. I thought I had seen everything, but it seems, yeah.
Ooh, a necklace. Thank you for the necklace. Oh, there is something for me. No. Yes. Yeah, okay, they didn't. Alright, we're gonna go do this down here. I'm gonna sprint really fast. Fast as frick. I'm gonna slay the creatures at the collapsed pillars, is what we're gonna do.
Oh no.
Bugs. What up, Candy? Oh shit. How's it going? Long time no see. We're just chilling, playing just a little old calm little video game. Okay, now I can report back. But while I'm here, I will go this way. Candy, what's your familiarity with the Final Fantasy games? If any. I know Final Fantasy through Kingdom Hearts. Gotcha. I gotta imagine this true for a lot of people like this. Here I come. One second. I did have some knowledge of Final Fantasy VII, and I even tried playing the original game, the OG. That was 7 was my first. It was the first one I ever played. I remember I got it because my friend that lived down the street, I had my Pokemon Red version, the OG, at his house. And he told me someone stole it. It's one of those things where it's like, even now, I didn't even think about it. He probably lied about that. But he said to make up for it, he gave me Final Fantasy VII. Like, and it was cool because it was like a big. Remember, like the old PS1 things, they just came in like a regular like square CD case. But the Final Fantasy VII one, it had 3 discs, so it was like a thick boy. And I didn't know anything about it. He had never talked about Final Fantasy before, and he was a couple years older than me. So like all of like my gaming knowledge at that time came from whatever the hell he was playing. And so it was like, here's this game to say sorry. And I played it, and it was honestly kind of life-changing. It was the first game that was like not what I would consider like a kid's game that I played. Sadly, the physical game I got was secondhand, and the original owner didn't take good care of it. The game keeps freezing, and I sometimes lost progress. Damn, that always sucks. That does suck. Let me turn this down for a second. Anybody got any good like when I'm on PS5 playing Night Rain? Hell yeah. What I was saying was, I forgot my mic was low. Anybody know any good YouTube videos we can watch while I eat? I don't want to stop streaming, but I do want to eat because I am hungry. That's all I gotta say about it.
Very well. I shall withdraw for now.
Return to your drills.
I have an idea for a video in a second, actually. What up, Juju? Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna take a break from this for a second. Well, so I can eat. I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna go back here. Hello, guys. We're gonna watch what I think, if I'm not mistaken, is Candy's favorite YouTuber. Firefox is installing an update. No worries, take your time, Firefox. Let's see here. YouTube. Okay, let's go. Click this button. Juju, how you doing? Are you back in school yet? Has it started back up? Scroll all the way down. Here we go. Let's see. Not yet. Fall semester start end of next month. Oh boy. Oh boy. Are we getting excited? Doing good. Just got home from work. Let's... hang on now. Here we go. I'm gonna click this button. I'm gonna click this. And then I'm gonna click this. There we go. I'm going to might just full screen it. Oops. Hang on now. Oh shit. There we go. My Twitch app on my phone just updated for some reason. Alright. And then I will go here. Full screen, and this should work.
Those with purpose are nothing if not ravenous for power.
Hold up. Maybe not full screen.
For truth.
For the longest time, we believed the fate of the lands between was shaped by Marika's will alone.
1 second.
A shaman.
I'm gonna make this more more watchable. Hang on. Go that way. Right there. Right there. And right there. And then I'll just make it bigger. This way. Oh no. Bigger. And I'll make me a little smaller. Right here. Okay. We're gonna watch this. I might get give some input, but I'm gonna eat real quick.
Woman, tormented by the horn scent long ago. Perhaps it was that trauma which drove her to godhood, to remove destined death, to live eternally, to take revenge. But now we learn that she was never alone. At her side was Meta, an incomprehensible being sent by the same greater will that would one day abandon it. So it is that a blind mother and her broken children have steered humanity since the beginning. Thus has the law of Elden Ring been unhinged from the start. This story is in no small part the story of Count Ymir, a Carian astrologer who looked past the moon to the lightless abyss beyond. Ymir is a DLC character, but what if I told you that he might have been depicted in the base game as well? This is the Carian inverted statue. It's a key item given to you by Rani towards the end of her quest line, and the man here bears a striking resemblance to Ymir, from the pointed hat tied with fabric under the chin to the very patterns upon his robes. Even the crystal ball he holds could conceivably have belonged to Ymir, as we see such a crystal ball at the tip of his maternal staff later in the questline. So I like to think that Ymir is the man depicted by this statue, a high-ranking sorcerer who was worthy of such depiction, hand raised almost as if he's preaching. The lore explains that he was well known for his recitations in particular. The beloved Stardust Talisman bears one such quote from Ymir. One need only envision the romance of the stars above, with adoration for stardust in one's heart, to become a great sorcerer. Do so, and you will know love. Another link between Ymir and this statue is Preceptor Miriam, who resides in the very same study hall that the Carian inverted statue unlocks, and Ymir is connected to Miriam by way of this teleportation spell. It's a signature of Ymir's that he both teaches and relies upon heavily in combat. Miriam herself was such a master of this sorcery that it came to bear the name Miriam's Vanishing. And while I stress this is speculation, I think that Ymir favoring this spell and looking like the statue, and the statue leading to Miriam's study hall, helps to confirm that this is indeed him. The Lady Miriam was a Carian preceptor, one of the scholars who served as an instructor to the Carian royals, and all preceptors wore these wide-brimmed hats adorned with the constellations. They were a symbol of the Carians' ancestral connection to the ancient astrologers. But underneath this hat is another symbol upon the mask of confidence, its mouth sewn shut with gold thread in Radagon's signature cross-stitch pattern. For when Radagon married Renala, he ordered the Carian magic preceptors to don these masks, to make it clear that all their matters were to be kept strictly private. The reason I'm detailing Radagon's involvement here is because I believe Caria might have begun to change culturally thanks to his influence, and I believe Ymir might have been a part of Caria during this time, caught between the old Carian ways and Radagon's devout order. To many, it might sound strange for me to suggest that the Carians might embrace faith, for the Carians were known for their astrology and sorcery, right? Arts guided by intelligence and reason, not devotion. And yet, Leonia is home to 5 churches, the Cathedral of Manus Celes, and a temple quarter as well. Plus, Ymir himself holds the title High Priest, a role that seems out of place in traditional Carian hierarchy, unless of course he held that title at this crossroads in Leonia's history. A time when reason wed with faith. A time when even a dogged turtle pope could rise to prominence.
I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I would like to share my knowledge.
I give you my blood. I give you my life.
They knew what they were doing with this
Turn,
trailer. They knew exactly what they were
O
doing.
wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Tears will flow for one, and one alone.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. The beginning of that trailer is heavily Bloodborne. When you talk about blood and moonlight, yeah, you know what the hell you're doing. All right, I have eaten, as you have seen. I'm going to boot this back up, and we're going to continue, because I'm enjoying my time with this game. It's so relaxing. The vibes are immaculate. Immaculate are the vibes. I'll log in. This is a MMO. Log in. Play. This is the power of our new Ethernet cable, dude. We just went from watching a YouTube video. We went from playing an MMO to going to YouTube. Now we're going to get back to, I know you can't see the game yet, but we're going to go back to the game. And it's just going to work. Damn, man. This is what living in the future is like. It's good to be here. It is good to be here. Click that. Click that. Click this. And click that. Hell yeah. We're waiting to boot into the game. I'm gonna go do something real quick. And then we will continue the game. Garbage. Be right back. Dude is the hero of time. That is, he is the warrior of light. These guys doing these push-ups. An insane amount of push-ups. All right. We're back. We need to talk about what just happened, sir.
Farron, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Oh boy. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door, seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength and skill to bear against your foes, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as benefits a lancer.
Okay, cool. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you. One that will put your courage to the test. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna do it again. I will do it again. I will. Sorry. Could I have turned down my microphone? Yes, and I'm going to now. We're back. Okay.
Anyways, until then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell, Farron.
Sleep never me. See you later. Huso. Good night. And I hope you had fun playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Thanks for popping in as always. Cool.
Ah, Farron.
I swear you have gained an ilm around the arms since last we spoke. What does that mean? It is plain you have not been idle. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage, and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today we shall find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle, that is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Annals travel to Naked Rock where the Annals claim dominion. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through whole packs of flesh-eating scalekin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage. But given time and no small amount of perseverance, I am confident you will prove equal to the task. Alright. Let's go to Naked Rock. What do you say, crazy to jump? I think it sounds like a good idea. Let's go there. I like that. I like that idea. Really. But must be in Central, so we gotta go. Here. Yes. That is where we should go. This way? This way. Going to the Central Shroud. Main quest there. There's the Stone of Courage. Okay. That's the yes. What does this mean again? Forget what the blue plus sign means. It's been ages. Many, many ages. Alright, let's go. Crazy to jump on a 5-0. Yeah. Crazy to jump. Oh. Let's kill him. Now. Wait, what? Oh, I'm too high level. Jeez. Sorry guys, I'm too high level. Or else I would help. But alas, I'm too high level. Pauline. just did for her. Oh, the eggs, that's right. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the... Oh, yeah. I forgot I'd ever accepted this. Yeah, I already read all this. I'll do that. Gibino. Gabino. God's damn you mushroom-headed, spindly-legged, spore-spewing abominations. Suck the life out of my precious trees, will you? Damn you to the 7. Oh, thank the matron. You look like just the sort to help me deal with this nightmare. My poor trees. Trees I've tended since they were scarcely saplings. I might add, have been infested with parasite funguars. If I let those pests have their way, my babies will be naught but dead wood before the week is out. Smear a little of this amber unguent on the infested tree, though, and the horrid creatures will drop clean off, allowing you to administer adventurer-style vengeance. Did you hear that? You malignant toadstools, your end is nigh. You'll rue the day you... My apologies. The wrath were soon upon ye. Fear not. I am now quite calm. So the funguars, bastards that they are, have attached themselves to 3 trees. Once you've ground those treacherous mushrooms into a pulp beneath your righteous boots, come back and tell me exactly how it felt. This guy is bloodthirsty and I like it. They're right outside. They're right here. Let's go take care of them. One more of these decaying trees. Pretty high level, I think, for some of these quests, but we're on the main quest line right now. I did a lot of the extra stuff. Well, did you take care of the fungar infestation? Yes. At last I could enjoy a restful night's sleep. I must say, I'm glad to meet an adventurer of such talents. Just look at you in all your fungus-spattered glory. You have my thanks. I want these leather mitts. Let me put them on my hands. Boosh. Well, they actually are like oven mitts. Look at that. Well, stylish. Ah, it's you, Farron. After the thrashing you gave those infernal funguars, I do believe you might be the very person to solve another problem of mine. My croaches. My croach is itching. These vile little beasts draw their sustenance directly from the soil. Ordinarily, the forest would be only too happy to provide, but these days there are just too bloody many of them. So many, in fact, that they're leaching every last nutrient from the ground. You think the soil was put here just for you and your micro-chew mates? I should go over there and, well, I'm not rightly sure what it is I should do, but someone should clearly do something, and soon, before I apologize. The rage, you see, it takes over, and there is naught I can do but fume and splutter.
If you could see your way to exterminating 8 or so of those soiled despoilers, you would have my eternal gratitude.
Jesus, man. When you take care to be able to gratefully report to Eldrith, you can find them out just outside. I hear the degradation of the soil has been as much a source of blah 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 blah. Okay. I understand. I like you, man, but you talk a lot. And funny, weird voice.
Congratulations, you have obtained the false stone of courage.
This guy.
Aye, you heard me right. False. What does that say about you? Shit. Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Folkes. Falkes. How would you frickin' say that name? Oh shit, I forgot. Damn, bro. I forgot I readjusted the screen to watch YouTube, and this is not right. No, come back. Going back. Hold up. I'm gonna fix this. I must fix it. I can fix it. Hang in there. What is going on? Why does it do that every time? Shh. Stop it. Okay. There. Well, hopefully it's better. It was looking a little choppy there for a second. Okay. Folkes, I guess. We'll call him Folks. We had the pleasure of meeting at the Lancers Guild, if you recall. On that occasion, I turned my weapon on you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. Why do I keep skipping? And so, to the present. In its current state, the trial in which you are engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I have taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirithold, under the guard of fell fiends. A far more fitting challenge, as I am sure you will agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. These words, man. Ywain will doubtless consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that a lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Well now. I still need to get an egg. Where is the egg for these guys? I assumed it was here, but it might not be. No, it's here somewhere. Did I just not see it glowing somewhere? I bet it's in that cave. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Yeet. Oh.
Choo 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 up.
Pauline. Ah, you have returned. Now my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the eggs, may I ask you to deliver it to Sub Kamazom at the Bannock?
You can. You can ask me that.
Who goes there? Oh, Farron, it's you. Another delivery. I got an egg. Give me the bronze spear. Hell yeah. Farron, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Honestly, no. Not right now. I would say no. Because this next quest is going to take us on a bit of a journey. So, with that being said, like Chandler Bing, we will end it there tonight, I think. Just over 2 hours. Started a little later, I think, than we usually do, but who cares? Who cares? We might be D&Ding tomorrow. If not, I'm enjoying this. This is a very chill stream. It's a good time killer because we need to kill time until the next big games come out. So that is what I will say. Let's go holler at Rental Penguin. Sure. Why not? Alright. Candy, I know you're playing Night Rain. If you can hear me, thank you for hanging out. Juju, hope your work day went okay. Shout out to Star, Al, John, Huso. Yeah, and Brian was there in spirit. Juju, good night. And yeah, I think no matter what, D&D or streaming a game, we should be good to go tomorrow night. So, until then, good night.